Hello, one and all, welcome back to Campaign 11 Foolish Burials. I am your host, as always, Varenity Void. This here is part 11. We are heading out of the age of, or I think we're going to be heading out of the age of absolutism, and soon enough we will be in the next age, the next era. And we also have some national ideas to read. I don't know what happened in the next... I recorded the last part, of course, but I'm recording this part a day afterwards. I skipped the day because I had things to do. So if you want to know what happened in the previous part, please go watch it. We got some national ideas to read. So we're going to do them for Westligenland, that formed Quebec. So the third national idea is to build a duchy. Our duchy marks the western frontier of the Holy Roman Empire. Much like the frontiers of old, it is our job to tame and populate the land, and along the way, build stunning constructions in the Gothic style. Construction cost minus 15%. The fourth national idea is Neu-Eulenburg Cathedral. I think I got that right. In our city of Neu-Eulenburg, a grand cathedral was built straight in the center of town in the year of our Lord 1523. The cathedral and city at large would become the center of Christianity in all of the Western lands. Tolerance of the true faith +3. And true to their roots, they did stay Catholic, with Hungary as the defender of the Catholic faith. So, the only one that went Protestant was the Kakalaki Republic. However, the Kakalaki Republic is no longer around, as, indeed, they have been fully annexed, and there's no remnant of them, actually. No, there is. It's just barely. There are barely any remnants of them. They were the only, American country to go, or tag to go Protestant, because I felt that we needed one more, and so that was a vanilla tag. I switched it over. Anyways, what wars do we got here? Let's see. Zotomar going after Australia. The United States of Albania versus Mexico. That's the most interesting war right now, because I remember that one being very pivotal for deciding the power balance, since Mexico has less troops but more technology, and Albania is the opposite, less technology but more troops. And then over here we got Belobog going after Hungary, and Belobog effectively won that war, even though it was kind of close in the beginning. It seemed like there was split attention. Breda going after Nongerheim, and that's going to be a sweep because it's for a mainland province. Nongerheim cannot contest that. Carib going after Lamb's colony. Nongerheim was originally going after Green and Tausai, however, unfortunately, Nongerheim came under attack from Breda. Hakure going after Bone for Lombok. I'm not sure if they're going to get it. We'll see. Somalia going after Imarina as well for Ibo. Where's Ibo? It's right here. Yeah, they're going to get that. Imarina isn't transporting these troops over. Somalia has a proper navy. Imarina does not. So, let's get it on. What is it called? You're going after Lombok? That's down here, right? Where's Lombok? Oh, okay. Actually, Hakure may get it because they actually landed troops and they're going for it. Interesting. So Bone might be in for a world of hurt that they weren't quite prepared for. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, it's after Colombia. Okay. Well, still, Chenla turned Peru. They're going to be very strong. Mexico. Consejo de la Lucha. This can go very badly. Okay, they pieced out. Mexico, did you take any land? You did not take any land from Albania, but it still ends in a white peace. Therefore, I think that is a win for Mexico because that proves they can hold out against Albania. It proves that, like, they are not down and out. And now Mexico can go help out Colombia. However, I'm not sure how much that help is going to be, how effective that help is going to be, considering Colombia is on, or not Colombia, Peru is on the same tech level as Mexico. That's that's gonna be a problem, since Peru has plenty of manpower and plenty of forces. I don't foresee that going well for Mexico and Colombia. And Breda is piling in, taking over Nongerheim's mainland provinces in Europe. So, safe to say that Nongerheim is going to be suffering quite a lot. What is going on here? Khazaria is going after Baniyas, which is after Nongerheim. I'm not sure why Nongerheim even colonized over here. These were bound to be annexed eventually. In Baltistan, they seem to be at a little bit of a standstill. Drigung is no longer a tributary of Baltistan, but they are instead a tributary of Ava. Baltistan, did you lose a war? You did. Okay, so Baltistan lost a war somewhere along the way. I think, I think it was they lost it against Tamilakam, and they were forced to give lands back to Drigung, and then Drigung manually broke the tributary alliance or whatever, and I guess they're just really Drigung is really friendly with Ava. Hakure, did you annex? No, hold on here. Are you in? So Miao joined in, and Miao is landing troops here. Bone, you need to take care of this invasion force. But I mean, the war score is already ticking in favor of Hakure. I don't think you're gonna get back. I don't think you're gonna get things back. Over here is the Shanzhou Alliance is at war with Neo Buyeo. What is going on here? Oh, okay. So Wari is allied with the Shanzhou Alliance, and Neo Buyeo is therefore attacking over here. And oh my God, the Shanzhou Alliance. They've got no military. They have just got no military whatsoever. Legitimately. Wari, they can hold out probably against Neo Buyeo, but the Shanzhou Alliance, that war with Miao, that it seems, I think it's like more than a generation ago now, more than 30-something years ago. That one war against Miao completely like severed any ties to success that the Shanzhou Alliance had. It's kind of weird how that happened, but I guess it just does. Mongolia is now a tributary under Makamatsu. They're trying to eke out a living in the Altai Uriankai Mountains. And Sistan pushed back even more. The Khazars are truly a voracious beast, and oh boy, we got a new war. We got a new big one. Hold on. We also got Marathia is going after Green, they want to retake some of the land they once had. The Khazars, okay. Australia going after Maltasia. What? I think you're going to win that, Australia, if you actually like muster your troops properly and muster your ships. And yeah, it seems as though in the Americas, Colombia is going to fall, and Mexico cannot do much about it. They are rebuilding their military, but I don't think there's going to be any military access through here actually, because it's Albania. Albania doesn't want to give access to Mexico, I'm pretty sure. Anyways, there is a big war going on, I think. You know, I just saw it. Okay, right here. The Ankaroglus, the Danelaw and Zestriosia are going after Thestias and Belobog. So Belobog is going to have to contend with the Ankaroglus, and it seems as though Belobog is doing very well. Ankaran conquest of Iperos, which is where? It's right here. Okay. So they're going for that, and Belobog is saying, no, like, what do you think you're doing? Get the hell out of here, Ankaroglus. We're gonna beat you on the grounds of your own state. alliance. Belobog they've got it covered. Thestias is looking to be pretty safe with this alliance from Belobog. Arta is under siege now. My game is slowing down a little bit. Oh dear lord. Well, we're gonna slow this down to speed 3. Because yeah, there's quite a few more wars going on. We'll try and do 20 years, but hopefully not at speed 3, but we'll see. Albania is going after Illinois, or Saginaw, that formed Illinois. And then Canada, which is West Korea forming Canada. Yes, it is. Edward the Sixth Yi? Okay. Ankara, okay. Australia going after Asia. Baltistan is going after Dragung, and Ava did not join in, so Ava has abandoned their tributary. And then Breda, yep, they're still going after Nongerheim. If Breda lands on the Isles, like actually lands on Nongerheim's mainland, they're fucked. Nongerheim is truly fucked up. Green is still being invaded by Marathia, and then Neobuyeo is making mincemeat. Mincemeat, I say, of the Xianzhou Alliance. Wari is up here trying to invade Neobuyeo over here at Haiju. Or Haiju. I don't think it's going to last long unless Wari actually reinforces with the rest of their military. That 3.2% attrition is nasty, though. They're going to be feeling a lot of those army losses. However, Ava is going after Pegu because Ava sees that Wari is busy here sieging Neobuyeo. Interesting. Opportunism at its finest. Ava going over here, and then Baltistan seeing that Ava is busy over yonder, so they're just going to come over here and snipe Dragung out of existence, maybe. Because, I mean, what's stopping Baltistan from fully annexing all of Dragung? Once that siege is done, like, what's stopping them? I don't know. Hakure has not pieced out over here. However, the invasion from Miao on Borneo has been quelled. And Belobog is invading mainland Anatolia. The Ankaroglus they're in serious danger of like outright losing this war in a big way. And then Thestias like probably gaining a lot of land, I would think. And if the fort over here in Arta goes down, like that's going to be a huge blow to the power of the Ankaroglus, because then Thestias will be able to annex a lot of what was lands of the Aetolian League. My child. Memories of it still live on. Anyways. Yeah, I think the Ankaroglus, they got themselves into a war that they shouldn't have. They attacked Thestias, thinking they could go against Belobog, but Belobog proved to be the superior military today. And this is also prime time for the Khazars to jump in on the Ankaroglus if they want to. However, they are allied with. The Khazars are allied with Marathia, so they are helping Marathia go after Nongerheim. Or, I mean, is it Nongerheim? No, Green. They're going to help. The Khazars are ready to help Green if they need it. And over here, Green, where's that discipline, man? What the hell? You got a lot of morale, sure, but your discipline is completely shit. Because you took conscription focus ideas. Oh lord. And what is this? Stargard is now? Oh yeah, because Stargard is allied with Breda. And Breda is doing Bredan things. Oh, I forgot I forgot to enable Brazil to be formed because I skipped yesterday, so I don't remember exactly what I said I was gonna do in the last part. My bad. Well, I'm gonna be recording tomorrow night, so I should remember then, hopefully. Mopaka, those rebels that were once going to flip this land back to you, Mopaka, they're not there anymore. I also just realized they lost Jamaica, which is now Santiago, to Mexico. I didn't think they would lose that, but sure, okay. Apache still allied with Albania, and Albania still running roughshod in the far north. I don't think anyone really foresaw anything different happening. The Alpine Federation, they're scattered. They're trying to deal with these particularists. They threaten to rip parts of the Alpine Federation away from them. And I think with losing this war, the Ankaroglus are they're not vulnerable like on all sides. That's not what I'm trying to imply. They are vulnerable to more threats, namely the Khazars. That's like my big question. Just like wondering, like, are the Khazars now going to launch a mainland invasion because they know they can overwhelm the Ankaroglus? Or do they still want to bide their time? Marathia now facing some serious troubles, maybe from army mismanagement against Green. Green has manpower ready to go, probably from those conscription ideas, and Marathia has run out of steam completely. Like, just completely. There's nothing left. Huh. Stargard pieced out. Did they take some land? It seems like they did take some land from Nongerheim, and just Breda. Okay, Breda pieced out, and they took a fair portion of Nongerheim's mainland provinces. Got it. So stronger and stronger does Breda go. Does Breda grow? Let's see what's over here. Dragon got fully annexed as I predicted, sniped out of existence, while Ava is still going after Wari, and then Neobuyeo still going after, is it Wonju? No, it's Jeju. And I don't think Neobuyeo is going to be landing at Jeju anytime soon. Miao now trying to finish off the Xianzhou Alliance, because the Xianzhou Alliance, they don't have any friends. Mioren has a royal marriage with them, but that's not it. That's not enough. Wari, they're getting invaded in their homeland. Their capital is taken over. Ava is running rampant through your domain, and you have no answer whatsoever. Oh, Wari, that foothold in Burma you took from Ava. They're going to get it back. They're going to get it back, and maybe even more. And Bone, since they conceded to Hakure, they're taking that angst, that anger, out on Brunei. Brunei doesn't have any allies, so it seems as though Brunei may very well be fully annexed here. Soon enough, no army of Brunei is left. Actually, okay, they have a little bit. They have a couple islands elsewhere. But I think they're just going to be left with very little. Socotra still kicking around for some reason. Sudan at war with Khazaria. Because, as I predicted, yes, the Khazars are going after the Ankaroglus. However, we got Karelia, we've got Sapmi, Nongerheim they got beat up, and they were forced to spit out some interesting stuff. Karelia with my national ideas, and Sapmi with vanilla national ideas. Interesting stuff. And they are both Norse, so they both have buffed up force limits. Oh, we might even get Novgorod too. Ooh. Interesting stuff. What is that? Oh, Sami. Okay. Oh god, it's lagging again because there's so much going on. Oh, Breda. Breda, why do you want to go after the Alpine Federation in Hungary? What did they do to you? What did they do to you, brother? Oh no. So Green lost that war heavily to Marathia, and Marathia took a huge chunk of land. So this is all that Green once took from Marathia, plus a little bit more, and Green lost it all. Now the Hebrews are back in charge of a fair chunk. Marathia can rebuild with the Khazars backing. And Green is taking out that anger against Crimea, because Crimea thought they could go after Oka. However, Hungary's not joining in, and Green is just making mincemeat of the Crimeans. So, yeah. And it seems the Ankara Glues, they're struggling. They are struggling. Khazaria is large and in charge under Kohen Gadal Bogorchu Batulun. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce that properly, so that's just how it's going to be for me. Interesting stuff here. Ava took back a hell of a lot that they lost. And then they punched out Ayutthaya, of all nations, which is pretty interesting. I like it. I like it in the sense that, hey, we're getting a more diverse map. The Shanzhou Alliance, they weren't fully annexed. However, a lot of land was taken from them. So Miao doing work. Neo Buyeo also has a lot of ports on the eastern side of China. Interesting enough. And yeah, Wari is just in tatters right now. Wari conquest again. The Wari conquest? You're going after Miao? Are you insane? You seem to be insane, Wari. You seem to have a death wish. What is your ruler like? He's somehow strict. To be fair, though, it could just be a recent ruler, 16. Yeah, I think the war was started before then, so maybe the previous ruler just fucked things up for the current ruler. That would be messed up, and I think that might be exactly what happened. That is not nice. Okay, let's see. Damn, it's like the world against Khazaria right now. The Ankara Glus, the Danelaw, Zestriosia, Lam and Sudan all against Khazaria, but I think Khazaria can overcome them, if I'm honest. Belobog is going after Green, and oh god. It was looking good for Green going against Crimea, but once Belobog turns their attention to Green, ouch. Tamilakam is going after Zarmar for some of that land in India. And then, yeah, Wari is drunk on power, or what little power they have. And Thestias did indeed grow a lot over here. And the Danelaw, they are still a vassal of the Ankara Glus, but a mere shadow of what they once were. Man, Thestias, they're still making it happen. They're still striving. They're still trying. And then Breda, it's just... There's no hope for the Alpine Federation. Sadly, there is just nothing. I'm tying my hair real quick. Oh man, where did it all go wrong? Alpine Federation, well, to be fair, I don't think the Alpine Federation was doing anything wrong. It's just they border Breda, so it's just kind of, they can't do anything about that. So, unfortunately, this is how it is. And the Khazars, they're going hard. They're going fast. They're wrecking house. The Ankara Glus, they have a lot of forces, but they're scattered. I don't know if they can even take fights against the Khazars. Like right here in Anatolia, there are 2 stacks that they could try to fight. And let's see, who has the discipline? Khazars are best in discipline. Ankara Glus are best in morale. Tactics, roughly the same. So, the Ankara Glus can win those fights, but they are losing more and more troops. And the Khazars, they don't have much manpower either. It might just be a war of who can wear each other out. I'm not sure. And Green, it seems as though Belobog is not a fan of you at all. Moscow has been sieged down. As soon as this is done, I have a feeling that... Yeah, there it is. There it is. The capital of Green is not yet taken, but they are a shadow of their former self. Let's just say that, okay? Let's just say that. Somalia, are you involved in this war? No, you're just allied with the United African Republic and Sistan. Sudan is trying to contribute all they can. However, the Khazars, they're still just gunning for Anatolia and the Levant. Maybe they really do want Jerusalem back. I'm not sure. Oh my goodness. Mexico going after Apache, and Albania is forsaking them because Albania is busy with a war against the Creek, which, well, it's kind of fucked up. Albania, you're not backing your ally, but because of that, Mexico's going to gain more power. Albania is going to gain more power. These two are just building up to the next war. It's really going to be like, I'm very, oh my god, Mexico, what the fuck? Look how much they took. Like a huge chunk of California, all of Baja Mexico, or Baja California, and then they've connected the land too. Apache just got cleaved. Damn. Consejo de la Lucha. I'm very interested to how you will fare in the next war against Albania, because I don't think the tech disparity is going to be all that much next time. They'll either be on the same technology, or they'll be like maybe Albania is one tech behind or Mexico is one tech behind. That's about it. Chenla, large and in charge. They're chillaxing. Sudan is at war with the United African Republic because the United African Republic wants their land back, and they're still at war with Khazaria. Khazaria is still making inroads against Sudan as it is, and the Enkaroglus, they have their capital siege taken over. It's looking worse and worse by the day, and there is your peace deal. Let's take a pause. Let's take a look at how much the Enkaroglus have lost. So they did lose the... I think they lost the war goal, but a large chunk of Anatolia is now belonging to the Khazars, and they were forced to annul agreements with Sudan, and then I think that's it. Seemingly, yeah, that's it. They still have they are still the overlords of the Danelaw, so that has not changed. Interesting. And then Bukhara allied with Sistan still, and now Bukhara is allied with Handia. Interesting. Makamatsu is going after more of the Xianzhou alliance, and at this point I think the Xianzhou alliance is effectively done. And here we have the Lost Anglos that were once resurgent on the Lost Anglos that came back to life on Okinawa. Hakure has had enough of that bullshit, and now they are coming to end the parade. Why do you have to rain on the parade, Hakure? Why? I'm not going to get an answer, I know it. And that war that Wari started ended as exactly how we thought it was going to fucking end. Miao taking a huge chunk over, and now just Wari, for some fucking reason, Pagariong says, hey, that looks like a nice alliance. I'm gonna send an offer their way. And Neo Buyeo wants Jeju once again. Alright. Okay. Belobog and Stargard are going after Marathia and Khazaria. That's kind of big because the Khazaria is now getting more and more involved. Bone, did you take over all of Borneo? You did. So now this is Bone and Borneo. What's it called? Well, at least the Enkaroglus are trying to maybe like toughen up their reputation or something like that by going after, what's it called? The Alpine Federation, as the Alpine Federation are getting attacked by, what's it called? By Breda. Yeah. Like, let's take a look at that diplomatic map mode. Just, like, sure, you can go after them. You're probably going to win because the Alpine Federation is getting ripped apart. But, or they got ripped apart already. Never mind. I doubt that you're going to, I doubt you're going to gain much power from them. Unless you take Rome. That would be pretty cool. That gets points for style, if I'm honest. Marathia, they're getting fully invaded. Oh my goodness, what are you doing? You really want to eat that attrition, don't you? 4.9, no, 5.6%. Oh dear Lord. And it also, that is helped out because of fort defense plus 20%. So, oh, and the attrition for enemies plus 2 as the ambition. So, yeah, 5 or 6.3% attrition. It's also winter. It's still winter time. It's February. Yeah, bleeding out manpower for Stargard and Belobog. And Khazaria, they're making serious inroads in the south and the east. Like, Belobog, you gotta address this at some point. Keeping on the capital here is great, but okay, finally it's over. And over here, let's take a look which side favors what. Discipline is the same, morale is basically the same, and so is tactics. Good God. This is they're way more even than I thought. And Marathi and the Khazars, they hold on. They hold on because like they got that staying power. Those bonus rolls from Belobog and Stargard, they weren't enough over here. They were more than enough right here. Yeah, that was a stack wipe. Khazars, you gotta bring more to this. You gotta bring more to the war. Marathia, they're running out of fuel. Stargard and Belobog, they got a lot more in the tank ready. They got a hell of a lot more, man. I need to drink some water, so hold on. I'm a little congested as well. Ava, Baltistan. Ava, can you take on Baltistan? Oh, okay. Actually, Ava might be able to take on Baltistan. Because Ava is 4 military techs ahead. That's a little insane. Let's keep it going. Belobog. And then Stargard going after Marathi. Yep. Neo Buyeo, you know. I have given up hope for Wari. That war that they started. That completely idiotic war. I have no words for that. Baltistan, you better bring all the troops you can because you are going to need it. Ava is ready to rumble. And these jungles, like, they give a little bit of attrition, but I don't think Ava is really going to think about the attrition. What's the war goal? Ah, okay, so it's really close by. Ticking war score will be in favor of Ava right away. I'm curious if are we gonna see a fight? Are we gonna see a fight? Come on! Use those elephants. You can do that. You can do that. Let's pause real quick and go over to Europe. And Belobog, they're pushing back the Khazars. The Khazars are no longer invading around the coast of the Black Sea, as Belobog is rooting them out. Marathia and some Khazar forces are retaking Marathia's own land, but the capital is still taken over. So, retaking the capital at Narva is going to be tough, especially since Stargard is going back up there. I don't know, man. You do you. The Ankaroglu's still going after the Alpine Federation. However, Breda is going after Lamb. And Lamb, you know who they're allied with? They're allied with the Isle of the Blessed, their own colony that broke away, and the Ankaroglu's. So, the Ankaroglu's are going to be facing the wrath of Breda once again. That's all. The music's a little loud. So it seems as though the Ankaroglu's are not going to win against the Alpine Federation. It goes worse and worse for the Turks right now. And I do believe Marathia is just... This is going to be effectively won by Belobog. And right now, Belobog is looking like the only one that can even manage to put any sort of fight up against Breda. And oh lord, Zarmar. Zarmar, what's going on? They are in court and country, and I think the rebels are gonna break them down. I really think that the rebels are they're gonna be breaking through if I'm honest. There's no legitimacy amongst the ruling dynasty. It's all gone wrong over there in Iberia. Green, allied with Tau Sai. That's their only alliance. What other wars do we got? Oh, Tamilakam joined in. Tamilakam joined in against Baltistan. That's so fucked up. Ava, you really made that alliance with Tamilakam, and they're like, yeah, you know, I don't like Baltistan too. I'm willing to join in. Let's do this. I can't even take anything from Baltistan. I just want to join in for the hell of it. That's fucked up. Also, Yaka is being divided up by the United African Republic and the Rozwi Empire. So, a valiant fight by Yaka with the national idea I recently made for them. However, it is not enough, unfortunately. Is the papacy still not around? It isn't. It is still not around. Unfortunate. Mexico's building up. They still are numerically inferior to the Albanians. However, I'm not sold that being numerically inferior to the Albanians is a death sentence. Because the Mexicans, they do have manpower. They actually might use up that manpower fighting against Chenla, however. Because Mexico is going after Panama. Interesting. I will be curious to see how that goes, because Mexico, I don't think you can get through that Albanian corridor because of military access reasons, you know. And yeah, Stargard, Bred Arbelobog, they're kind of invading mainland Khazaria, and Khazar armies, they're faltering. There was some good gains at the beginning, but Belobog and Stargard, they consolidated, they grouped up and forced their way back into the lands of the Khazars and forced a peace deal on them. The Khazars peaced out. Marathia is going to get chewed up just like that. The capital at Narva was taken, and damn, that's a good fucking province. Holy shit. That is a really, really tough loss for Marathia. Oh, damn. And what is this? Thestias is... Oh, I thought Thestias was at war. They are not. The Ankaraglus are at war, and they are losing on both fronts. Alpine Federation is invading North Africa, and Breda is on the doorstep to Anatolia. Let's see over here in the wars. Makamatsu thinks they can go after Myoren. And what is this? Myoren. Hakure is going after Myoren just straight up. Finally, we might get the unification of Japan. And also Lubeck is going after Fraxenatum for Cape Verde. I was like, it's not Sal Verde, that's something else. No, Cape Verde. What else? Mexico and Peru is going after Fraxenatum Brazil. Okay, that's what that other war was. And Myoren, it seems as though their armies are just inferior to Hakure. Hakure under Okanushi Nagahito versus Myoren under Lama Yoshihisa Hijiri. And there you go. That's a game, set, and match. Hakure wins. Myoren, you may bow out. Your capital has been sieged down. That is GG, well played. Hakure will be uniting Japan soon enough. Quicker than I thought it would be unified. I thought there would be more wars, but, you know, sure, Myoren's not going to get fully annexed out of this, but they're going to lose a lot of land, no doubt about that. And Baltistan, it went about as much as you can expect, with Ava and Tamilakam kind of going hard in on them, and being also 4 techs behind Ava, and 3 military techs behind Tamilakam. So Mesopotamia joining in kind of is just dogpiling. Oh, the Tibetan Thunderdome. It was looking okay for a while. Baltistan was looking like they might actually make some moves. They conquered Orissa for the most part, and they were doing some good stuff, but unfortunately, Miao had other plans. And so did their other neighbors. Ankaroglus, they lost to the Alpine Federation, and the Alpine Federation, they took some land over here in North Africa, and also they kicked the Ankaroglus out of Italy. So the Turks reduced more and more and more. God damn, this is one hell of a turnaround from their fortunes just like a century ago, like at the beginning of the 1600s. Damn. I think we'll stop around 1702, 1703. That'll conclude this here part. Breda also has the Isle of Man. Oh, no, Lamb does. And Breda sent 42,000 soldiers up there. For one reason or another. I'm not sure. Okay. The Ashanti. I'm surprised the Ashanti didn't get annexed, but okay. Yaka, they're still putting up a fight, but the UAR are still hard on their asses, and the Razwi Empire, they're not at war anymore, but they show that the Razwi Empire showed that they can best Yaka if they need to. Baltistan. Okay, how much did you lose to Ava? You lost. Okay, you lost basically the Assam area and the Bhutan area. I don't think there's any super highly developed provinces here. I'm gonna check. No super highly developed provinces, but still, a loss is a loss. It is rough, unfortunately. And then Handia, they are a tributary, so they're not involved in this war from Mesopotamia. But I'm kind of surprised that Mesopotamia, like, their fortune's horrible over here. In India, they turned around. They turned around really well. And even like taking out Handia, that's not nothing. Hungary is going after Thestios now, and Hungary is at war with Green as well, but Green they can't really get through. So Thestios is just mano a mano against Hungary, and Hungary has way more troops. However, Belobog is at war with Crimea, and who's Crimea allied with? Hungary. So, yeah, Hungary. It was looking good against Thestios, but then you honored that alliance with Crimea, and now you are going to fall. Or at least fall in hard times. Well, that's not even in question. Colombia is being attacked by Carib, because Carib is also a tributary of, of Chenla. Therefore, tributaries can't attack each other if they're under the same overlord. Mexico's down here. Chenla, you kind of need to pay attention to this and, maybe peace out of that war with Fraxinatum Brazil. Because the more time you dedicate over here to forcing back the Brazilians, the less time you have to deal with Mexico. And is Breda in this? Why is... Straight up, just Breda said, "Hey, I want your land, Chenla. I'm gonna go after you." That's an interesting statement, Breda. And sending a whole uncommanded army over here is also an interesting statement. I didn't expect that from you, and because of that, yeah, defeat. You need to send more troops if you want to actually take over. Because Mexico, they're pressing in. I don't know if Mexico's going to send in more troops, but, this 35,000 troops, they're walking through. There's no opposition. I don't know. And Thestios, okay, Hungary, they need to repel Hungary at this point because, sure, Hungary, they have been culled to a fair degree by Belobog and Stargard. They still got enough forces, though, to do battle with Thestios. And the Alpine Federation, are you... Oh, the Alpine Federation is allied with Hungary, and the Alpine Federation joined in. Never mind, Thestias is going to die, or they're going to suffer a lot. And the Enkaroglus, now the Belobog just says, you have land I want. So last time I was defending someone, now I'm just gonna straight up, stab you. Crimea, not a vassal or anything, but they are still alive somehow. We'll end this in October of this year, October of 1702, and the Khazars are going after Somalia. Really? Somalia, Sistan, and the United African Republic. I think the Khazars are going to easily win this war, if I'm honest. It's just a hunch. Orissa was straight up just punched out of Baltistan, which is something I did not expect. And Orissa is now a tributary of Baltistan, so that's still a fair chunk of development that Baltistan no longer has. And there you go, Hakure taking over a majority of Myoran. I wonder what Pimenta thinks of that showdown finally concluding. And then October 1st, there it is. Breda is trying to muster their troops to invade Peru. What? Oh, Mexico did win that war. Okay, so Chenla conceded to Consejo de la Lucha, and because of that, Chenla released the papacy and gave land to Brazil. And remember, I'm going to enable Brazil to be formed in the next part. Just you wait. And also, for some reason, Mexico took São Vicente. I'm not sure why, but sure. Anyways, with that being said, Somalia is also going after Yaka. And I think Somalia is going to not fully annex them, but annex a fair portion, because they are hungry. And that'll be that. Sistan is not going to live long. They are going to absolutely get slaughtered in the peace deal. But other than that, I think we're set to go to the leaderboard. So, let us see what's going on here. In first place is Breda. In second place is the United States of Albania. In third place is Belobog. In fourth place is Khazaria. In fifth place is the Enkaroglus. In sixth place is the Alpine Federation. In seventh place is Mexico. In eighth place is Miao. In ninth place is Stargard. In 10th place is Nongerheim. In 11th place is Peru. And in 12th place is Hakure. Your hegemon that is attempting to be claimed is the economic hegemon by Khazaria. In the next part, we will look at where that new institution spawned at. But other than that, thank you all for watching. I will see you in the next part.